Welcome to the Point 101. I'm your host, Gail, and today we're diving deep into a topic that touches the heart of every parent and guardian: God's promises for our children. Join me. Hello, everyone. It is Sledge here, and my little brother, Sweet. The
Hello,
Sweet.
everyone.
Look at him, guys. Oh, he got the muscles
How's
out for you.
how's everyone doing? And for
He
all
got those
those that
muscles.
didn't make it to the Super Bowl, I'm sorry what the Chiefs did to y'all, but we had to do it. We had to do it.
We so sorry. And for those who do not know, guess who's going to the Super Bowl? Let me tell you what's so exciting there, because really I want the Chiefs to win to get that three-peat. But then I don't mind, Jalen and Saquon Barkley, because but when I think about it, it's like, okay, Saquon been doing his thing, but then when you look at Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and my man D, D with the big
Yeah.
old dreads. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what, D Hobbs, you deserve this ring, because you've been bounced around the league for umpteen years.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? And then Worthy
Yep.
said Buffalo passed on him. And so it's like, you know what? When it's all said and done, get in there, Chiefs, and you're going on. Do what you got to do.
I look at it this
But
way.
just in
If it
case,
was if it was to happen, I wouldn't be mad. I would understand.
right.
Because I do think when it comes to the Eagles and their players, it's duly deserved. They work out, and it's a good competition to me. It's really a good
Oh
competition
my
to me.
goodness. I'm
A
telling
great
you.
competition to me. That Buffalo, that was boring as can be. Come on, they ain't never getting nowhere with us.
Right. But then, I think the thing with Buffalo, see, they were expecting that they was going to go in there and shake some stuff up, and people thought that they were coming in there to shake. They did. They got shook up all right.
Yeah,
But
you think? Yeah.
sorry, sorry, but not sorry. Because really, when is this all? Hello there. Hello, Cassandra. Good
Hello
evening.
there,
Good
Pudding
evening.
Pop. How you doing there, Pudding Pop? How's my chocolate shake doing? Hope you're doing fine and in good health. Glad you can join us. Glad you can join us. Only thing I can say there, Pudding Pop, woo-wee. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Ain't
Hello,
nothing like
Pudding
a
Pop.
sweet old Pudding Pop. Oh,
Hello,
sexy
Sugar
chocolate.
Dumpling.
Oh, that's sexy chocolate. That's sexy chocolate.
Sexy
Go.
chocolate.
That's right. Hope you're doing fine. Hope the family's fine. Good to hear from you. Now I can
Yeah.
say I've been missing you like you've been missing us. But here we are. Here we are.
Yeah,
And
sometimes we just have to take that little break,
and
but
here's I
um,
am. Here's I am. I'm Zahir now. I'm Zahir now, Pudding Pop. I'm Zahir now.
oh, oh my goodness. Yeah. I was saying that, in the back, we've just been really, really busy, and it just takes a lot putting all of this together, and then I just have other things that I'm committed to doing. So it will be some days that you know we try to do it Monday to Thursday, but then sometimes things come up, and you know other
In other
commitments
words, sister's
come up.
saying the sister be working hard. The sister be working hard, to bring y'all that content that y'all duly deserve. So it takes some
Yeah.
work. She put it in the pot. She stirred up real good. For this way, when she give it to you, you get that good taste of that good soul cooking and preaching that the sister be giving.
Right. And that's just real talk. It just takes a lot putting in,
Yes.
you know what I mean, to bring ourselves to you guys with current events and, you know, hot topics like our children, but then in the backdrop, in the background, you know what I mean, it's still a lot of content and, you know, things like that has to be created
Yes,
for other pages.
And sometimes with me, you know, having your own sugar business, you know, sometimes I'm on the road. I got to get out there and spread it out. And, you know, the candy, you know, I got to get it out there. So I'm on the road a lot of times. I'm on the road. You know what I mean? And I might be coming to a neighborhood near you. You never know. You just never know.
Yeah. But with that being said, let me just do another one of my public service announcement that I did earlier today. Okay. Hey, looky here. Man, woman, I don't care who you are. Try not to fall in love until May 1st. Okay. Do not do all of that tax time love. You know what I mean? Because, you know, everybody start filing their taxes and start looking for love. We are about to go through the storm. I done told you guys that on New Year's Eve that we are about to face a storm, okay? We are in the eye of the storm right now. Save your money, save your taxes, feed your children, pay your bills, because if they love you enough, they will wait until May 1st. So do not look for a woman, do not look for a man, and anybody that say, I love you, you tell them to come back in May.
Yeah.
Now, that's just a public service announcement. Things are different. There are cuts coming across the board, and I would hate to see someone at their own trial because they want to say that someone took their money when you gave it up looking for love. Those days are over with. Okay? No covering up this year.
Save your money, you know, and if you need anything, you know, you could put it in the order, all that Sugar Lips land, you know, 55555. Give me the sugar, give me the sugar. You know, anytime, and you just give Sugar Lips a call, and I'm just there. You know what I mean? I'm there.
Yeah. Hey, look at here. If you're giving the Sugar Lips, you are on your own. Sweet Lips, Sugar Lips. Whether you got sweet draws, I don't know what you have. I don't know what's in a Love Farm. But let me tell you something right now. The odds are against you. Hold on to your monies. Hold on to your monies. What's left of these food shelters, go in there and stock up on your canned goods. Start freezing your bread. Times are going to get a little bit harder, okay? And so when you get your bills, you look at your electricity bill, you look at your gas bill. We have water bills. You look at your water bill and you look at your check and you say, new wig, latest pants, bills. So now you got to do the comparison. You know what I mean? And so you have to start saving ahead because you don't know what's coming up ahead, okay? Put your ears out there. You hear what's going on. Put it all together. Start putting this and this and this together.
And start. Give old Sweet Lips a call. I can help you out. I can help you plan things ahead of time just fine. And this is what I do. This is what I do. You know?
Well,
Sweet Lips come by with the candy, the sugar. You know, because they always say sugar picks you up. But then that coming down, it's going to be a doozy. That don't mean I'm going to still be there, but I'm there when you're up. When you come down, Sweet Lips got to move on.
Well,
I got other customers. You know what I mean?
Again, don't say that I did not warn you. Don't say that the news didn't warn you. Hey, but let me just say this. For those of us that staying prayed up, and we know what the most high plan for us is going to be, let me tell you something. There's no cuts in this world that can stop what God has a plan for you. But for the ones around here that don't believe, and you sitting over there and you putting all your value and all your stock into what the man say, let me tell you right now, you better start saving up. And if you holding grudges against anyone, cancel those grudges, because y'all may have to start moving in with each other. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just trying to let you know, because when it's all said and done, like, you know what I really feel like? I don't know what it's like. I was not there for the Great Depression, but you know, something tells me that we may start experiencing what it's like.
And if we do, it's going to be something that was, we brung upon ourselves. See, everybody did the wrong thing and looking toward like, oh, things gonna be nah. It's going to be different. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be a lot of takeaway. And there's going to be those like us that's going to be out there doing all the losing. I'm just going to say, the brother just wanted to say, as far as I keep hearing, and when you look at stuff, they keep talking about how the rich are just getting richer. Everybody talking about getting all this money and building all this technology. How you going to build technology when the technology you got now, you can't even stop nobody from making robocalls? I get a call from a country I ain't even heard from. People be trying to tell me there's somebody that I owe something to. It's like, are you kidding me? You can't stop the simplest thing, but you want to keep building something. I want to build something, build some of them greens in my pocket. That's what I want. Put some of that in there.
Like I said, let's not all sit here and pretend. And for those who said that he was sent from God and that he was the next Paul and Saul, I hope your coins is in place, so that when when the madman has gone mad, I want all of his doctors that put that prescription in for him to say that everything is going to be all right. And for us that's staying prayed up and not worried about it, even staying prayed up, the ones that, they thought that the sky was blue, or they thought that an extra $2,000 or $3,000 was going to come into their pockets if the person was elected, even them, we're going to have to just love them and help them out.
I just want to say, to me, I look at it as we talking about how people need to make a living and their jobs and all that. How you take away jobs, firing people in state levels because you got a thorn stuck in your butt, and all these people got to go out there and get on unemployment and all that other stuff. So you just making things worse. So these people losing their job for no reason because they was doing their job. That makes no sense to me. And anybody out there that agree with that, something wrong with you.
And this is a look, and it is called To the Point 101. Let's talk about it, because we talk about it. If you look at my bio, if it's happening around the world, we will discuss it, okay? And right now, I am trying to forewarn everyone. Times are about to change.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And we've been preaching about bringing the village back. Watch who's in your village. But we are going to go back to the times where I keep an eye out on yours, you keep an eye out on mine. If I'm running low, I'll feed yours, you feed mine. Oh, you won't bring that village back. Oh, the village is coming. You know what that song said? She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be riding 6 white horses. Hey, it is coming. It
You better
is
get on out
coming.
there and build you a farm, because the price of eggs and chicken these days, you better go get you some chicken and some eggs and let them start laying them eggs and raising
You
some
better
chickens.
go in that backyard. That's right. You better go in the backyard or on the side of the building. I don't know where you going, but you better go and get you
Oh yeah.
a
Old
chicken or
Sweet
horse.
Lips about to go buy him a cow tomorrow. I need some of my milk. I'm about to buy me a cow tomorrow. Now, I'm just
And
saying.
it's not even being said to put fear into no one. Open your eyes and see what is going on around you. And like I said, it will come down to the point that we will go back to that back in the day where you and your neighbor, if I cook on Monday, send your kids over. You got them on Tuesday. We do our own thing Wednesday and Thursday. We are going to have to band together. I don't care what color you are. Now, the only time that it may play a role if, hey, if you're really, really, truly, truly listening, there's no more um, equal rights, diversity programs,
Yeah.
everything that you may know will suddenly disappear at the blink of an eye before Peter Cottontail come hopping down the bunny trail. By April, we all should be settled in to the new rules and the new laws, because when it's all said and done, this is who you wanted in office, and this is who you said was the best person. And oh yeah, oh, let me tell you, Cassandra, you're right. God is allowing it to happen for a reason. And that reason being, once again, we need to learn how to band together, put him first, because he's going to see us through the storm. But he is saying that we need to come out of that selfishness that we all have grown so accustomed to. Oh, I have it, if you don't have it. And you know what they say, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Now he is saying, you will all have to depend on each other. I will pull you through the storm, but you have to really stand on your faith to know that you are going to make it. And let me tell you something. And for the ones that you see are about to fall at the wayside, because let me tell you something. You can stand on your faith. But for the ones that's just starting to learn, that's just starting to come around, they may get overwhelmed with this, because this is something new. This is something that, you did not prepare for. I don't understand why you did not. Because let me tell you something, a leopard doesn't change its spots. But if y'all had a leopard that looked like a monkey and was walking like an elephant, then that's what you have. you have what you was looking for, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if you have animosity, unforgiveness, it's time to put all that aside and band together. It is time to start watching out for each other, having each other's back. Love your neighbors like you love the Lord. Now, all that we are being taught, now it's to be put in play. Now it's to be put in play. If you haven't, and you know that your neighbor don't, give a little more and offer it. And if you don't have it, set your pride aside and accept it and say thank you. And thank God that someone was even thinking about you. Mm-hmm. Okay? So now we may have to band together so that we can carpool even. So, hey, right, this here is happening. And somewhere along the line, we that have faith know that we are going to be provided for. So giving up and saying, you know, oh, I'm afraid. No, there's no fear there. But you have to put yourself in a position to continue to help others. Some of these programs that's on the chopping board will affect these senior citizens. Help them. Help them. It's no longer because let me tell you something, all that is happening when you sit back and you put it that way, Cassandra, and saying, remember, God is allowing this to happen. If we put it in that perspective, He's allowing it to happen, but look how it affected who had to humble themselves, who had to be brought down and reminded of where they come from. The rich and the famous, because they're the ones who started, because they done lost, majority of them done lost it all. So it started with them, and you notice how it started with them, and then it's the trickle down effect. It'll come down to everybody else. And this is why I said we have to depend on each other, because when it's all said and done, heck, even they need help.
This, in my opinion, this is why they're up in the White House. See, everybody that helped get him there, everybody got their hands out because he old. Everybody, give me a little government business of that. Give me some of the government grant from here because I want to put into my business. I want to make my business grow. I'm telling you, Sweet Lips is letting y'all know. By the time that man is done in that 4 years, this country is going to be drained. And then you're going to ask, well, where all the money went? What happened to all the grants? Yeah, it went in their pockets. I'm telling you. Trust me, I'm telling you. That's how I feel where it's going. Everybody's looking out for themselves up there. They're there to get more money, not to help the people that should be helped. No, they had to take from those people, and we're going to put the money here elsewhere. Because believe you, I believe when that man leave that office, he going to be rich. And all the rest of them going to be richer.
Right.
And they don't care no more because it's done.
You know what they say? Sometimes you have to be the Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the reason why people are being put in certain positions, because this way, no matter what we do, the way they look at it as, all evidence will be gone. Because all those people that we had here that were probably squeal, we getting rid of them. And I'm putting all new people up in here. So whatever needs to be destroyed, we will destroy it. There'll be no evidence nowhere about nothing. And nobody would tell because all y'all had your hands in the cookie jar. If I go down, you're all gone. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. I see it. This is what's happening. This is my opinion. I see this is what's happening. And this is why those that's there are going along with it. Because if one go down, we all go down. And you dealing with a man that will rat out everybody before he looked like going to jail. Remember, his MO is like, I don't know them. What? They never worked for me before. Never seen them in my life. So it's coming.
Again, we need to make ourselves available to help out the less fortunate. Because let me tell you what my theory on this is. We have not seen crime the way we think we've seen crime. You know, when times get tough, when the going get tough, the tough get going up. When the going get tough, now all this looting and this and that that's going on, it is about to increase 10 times worse. And so, you know, we have to, the Bible tells us to pray for the government, right? So you better start praying that someone stands up and say, I do not agree with this, and so therefore I will not pass this bill. Because let me tell you something. It's one thing to stand on your faith and have faith that you will survive whatever it is that's going on. But in the midst of it all, everybody's I want to say their defenses would be down. People will start to be worrying about the wrong things. And when Satan sees you going, what's about this? What about that? He don't moved in, because that's the time he will make his move on you. That is the time that he will sit there and move to destroy your whole family. He will destroy you. He will devour you, because he will feel, at last, I have you where I want. So those of you that know, start joining prayer groups. Have your prayer time. Try to find positive people in your community to surround yourself with, because let me tell you something. You can be in a circle and everybody will seem like, oh, everything is fine, everything is going good. And in that circle will be the serpent himself.
I want to say this, because what you say is rings of truth, but let's go to the other side of that. The other side of that is that I look at it as, when we say these things and you say these things, it's all true, and there's people out there in their heart that know it's true. But then there's the other side, that people that don't have faith, don't believe in faith. And why they don't, let me tell you why. It's because what they see and what's going on, I'll say it again, Sweet Lips always said, it's so hard to tell people about doing right when they see all the wrong that someone's doing, and yet they moving up that ladder. They moving up that, all the crookedness that's going on, but yet they moving up that, and they say to themselves, well, what about them? And then you can say, well, they gonna get theirs. And then they say, well, I've been hearing that for the last 10, 20 years. I ain't seen them get nothing. I keep seeing them moving up, and they getting richer, and they doing whatever they want to. Meanwhile, the ones down here, I see them going to jail, and I see them losing their lives. But the people that's doing the same thing that we voted in all keep going up. So how you explain the right and wrong when the wrong keeps getting more, and those that live the right way keep getting less? See, that's what I'm saying, that there's people out there. That's the reason why there are people that don't have that faith, because it's what they see. I know what they hear, but it's like, I go on what I see going on, and I see something totally different. So why would I not want to?
But you're going to see something that's totally different. But here's where faith comes in at, though. Because I see you doing wrong, that don't mean I'm going to go and do wrong. And let me tell you what else, because I know that when it's all said and done, I don't have the privilege that you have. And I know that I don't have the privilege that you have. And I know that in due time, unless you confess your sins, repent, and change your ways, what you have coming and the place you're going to, I dare not want to enter.
Yeah, and here's my thing. And I'm going, like I said, I see the other side, because I know, and we speak truth. We just speak what we feel. And we let y'all know out there, we're not blind to what's going on. We see the bad, the good, the in-between. We understand. We live in the real world. Here's what I see that people see, because trust me, Sweet Lip know those that don't have no faith. They be like, I don't believe in that stuff. I just believe in what happened. But here's what you see. When you see people from different faith, I'm talking about from a minister to a pastor to you name it, on the same path and sitting there agreeing with those that did wrong, and they going on like, oh, no. See, God forgave them. No, hold on. Because I'm telling you, when I even look and see up in Congress, when they be having these pastors, these Catholics swearing them in and this and that, and I'm like, how do you not preach to them about the wrong path they taken? And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why people, I see it this way, because I believe, depending on the faith that you are, see, they all about the money they can get from the government, what they're donating and given to me. But I thought you said it was supposed to be about what's right in the Bible. I thought you're supposed to be a man of the Bible that's supposed to, spike those that's doing wrong, get on them, and then let them know, hey, I can't no part of this because this is not what the Lord wants. But see, you have people that see it, that's not happening. There are whole, and we're not talking about just regular people. We're talking about ministers, preachers that are doing these things. You be like, wait a minute, hold up. How's this going on? And yet you're supposed to be a man of the cloth, but yet look what you're doing. And I'm going to give an example, which we all know. I'm just going to say this. Look at that. I don't know, was she a sister or a Catholic sister that was at His inauguration, and she said what she said. All of a sudden, the president came down on her like she was nothing. Not one person spoke up for that sister that was speaking the truth. And she was just telling him what he need not to do when it comes to gays and everybody else, that we all God's children. That man practically cussed her out. And no one spoke up whatsoever. How are we going to tell people that, hey,
Because let me tell you something. This is the reason why when Christ come, let me just read Cassandra's comment real quick. Because I don't want her to feel like we're ignoring her. We're not ignoring.
Oh, never ignore Pudding Pop. Oh, never.
Pudding Pop.
We got you, Pudding Pop. We got you.
Because if we don't, he do. He got you. No,
that's right.
Cassandra said,
I'm on it.
I believe all the stuff is happening so people can come closer to the Lord. And then she said, but you got to remember, Satan is running this world. He is. He's running this world right now. And what I want to say, to reference what Sweet Lips said, is that this is the reason why when Christ comes, he's coming for his church first. Everyone that is of that cloth, that took that oath, and is leading his people astray, lying. And, I can preach the Bible here, but I don't want to go into this. And if it grieves my palm over here, then I won't even mention this. And you can be sinning like crazy. And, I'm just going to overlook what you're doing. And I'm going to go to this person and, try to bring them down, make them feel bad about what they're doing. But you're doing the same thing. But when it's all said and done, it comes back down to what we try to teach our children. You are a leader and not a follower.
And I agree with you, sis. You preaching the word, because what you said hit home. Because what you said, I've been told 3 times. And I was told by a good friend that follows the Lord faithfully like you do. The word that was said to me was what you just said, that no matter what, those that know better, knew better, that preachers that actually been baptized and they're on are going to be the first that get it, because the Lord said you knew better. Now there's those that don't know, and there's those that do know. You knew better. You chose different. So I come to you first. Right. You first.
Because
and you're right.
Even the ones, the ones that now come to know the Lord and stand on faith, and you know what I mean. We have to remember, like when we sin and we ask for forgiveness, and he forgave us, but what we did is out there in the universe, and so we still going to have to be held accountable for it. He will hold us accountable for it. So this is what these people are doing. And some people are the sheep in wolves' clothing. They can deceive you one way and know that they're all about something totally different. I don't think, from what I've heard, because I just refuse to just watch this. Even the ones that's done wrong, like I don't know where this Hezekiah or something, I don't know his name, and I don't know what part that they have him in, but I know from what I saw that when they were trying to get him passed so that he can do whatever the president wanted him to do. It had came up the way these people were saying, oh, you were at a company job and you was drunk. Oh, and then you cheated on your wife and then you left that wife and you had a girlfriend and you got that girlfriend pregnant. It's like, whoa, wait, hold on a minute. Now, hold on a minute. I mean, this man's lifestyle, and then instead of answering, oh, yes or no, he just kept saying something like it has nothing to do with it, or I don't want to talk about that. So putting evil people into place is what's going on. And I keep saying over and over and over, Satan will continue to play this game. He will continue to wreak havoc. And really, up until a certain point, he can do what he wants. All you have to do is prove to the Father that you have faith, no matter what trials and tribulations that you are going through, that he is going to see you through. No one has ever said, and nowhere in that Bible does it say that we will not go through trials and tribulations. Job got stripped of everything, down to his family. But the Most High said, you can't take his life. You can take everything. You can take everything. And he will not turn against the Most High. Satan tried everything. But how many of us have that faith that Job has? A lot of us do. And the only way to grow those numbers is that you have to keep reaching out and speaking and just preaching the word and, speaking about the gospel that Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior, and he took all of our sins to the cross. We have to keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and not only push it, but then we have to live and lead by example. And so that pressure mounts more on you to deliver. So all the ones that is chosen, and not everyone is chosen by the Most High, but the ones that is chosen, he's given, this is your assignment. This is the assignment that you have. You want to go out there and preach the good news. You want to go out there and save souls.
But see, we also got to understand too, I'll say it again, there's the two sides to it, because there's those that we see that for all the bad that they have done, they are being rewarded. For this man you just spoke about, for all that he have done, why would he's even thought about in this position? See, there's a lot of them that did a lot, but yet, and it seems like the man at the top that has a criminal record like everyone else don't mind rewarding criminals. He don't mind rewarding these people that had these bad things in their past. Why would you choose them? Why would you choose all these evil, crooked people to, and in which I look at it, to come along in your den because you want them to continue to do the wrong and the evil up there in the high places now. So, and then here's the thing that I get, but here's what gets me that I don't want to understand. Because when that's said and done, and it comes to like you're right, we all gonna be judged, all of us. But when it comes said and done for them to be judged by peers of their own, I'm talking about when it comes time to go to court, all of a sudden, everybody has an excuse that, oh, I didn't know that I was not supposed to do it. You knew and you didn't care. But now that, like as they say, now that you caught, it's a whole different story. Now you want to plead, you want to act like it never happened. See, people do certain things in high places on purpose. See, they don't care about the people under them. They just care about what's
they do care. Let me tell you something. They do care. They care enough that they want you to have crumbs. And let me tell you why they do care, and they have to care. Because if they did not care, you are the ones that got them there. They didn't rely on nobody else but these here And let me just put it out. No, you know what? I don't even want to call nobody ignorant. I'm not going to even say ignorant people. The ones that's I want to say quick to speak and slow to hear, those ones there that heard all the BS, but all they can think about is this person did this and the economy was bad. And let me tell you something. I'm not for whatever the previous president was doing, but this is what I can say is that throughout his whole mess that he was going through, no one was in fear of losing their government aid or assistance. No one was in fear of, oh, if I go into this building because my skin tone is different, I may not get this job. So when you weigh the two evils together, you got exactly what you were looking for. So it's not that they don't care. They just know that some of them are so, I really don't even want to say uneducated, but they're easily deceived. They're easily deceived. And they were hoodwinked. They were lied to. They were taken advantage of. But let me tell you something. When I have a good girlfriend of mine, and she said, I didn't vote for nobody because I'm not even for this government. I'm not a part of anyone, anything. All my powers and vote and anything that I have is going to go towards the Most High. But see, a lot of us was not thinking along that way. And what we fail to think about is that if I say to you, I have all this technology and I can sit up there and do a document over and over and over, and I can get you what you want. You just need to give me a position. And then I go out there along with you and I start to deceive people. Then when it's all said and done, your lack of understanding got me where I need to be. So I'm going to give you enough to get me back into power again if I decide to run again. Or as a matter of fact, maybe on my way out, I'll just redo something and, I'm going to just finagle this and finagle that. When it's all said and done, it is a game of a promise that no one can keep but God. And He's not going to break his promises to you the way man will continue to lie, because that's what we do. Because in the flesh, we are liars, we are cheat, we are thieves. That's who we are.
I just want to say this. I just think as we need to stop making it seem like the only people, let's just say brown-skinned people, are winding up all these foreigners, they say, that do this and do that. Let's be honest with each other. The same thing that you accusing some of these people doing, not all of them are bad. It's the same things that Americans are doing. White, black, green, yellow, I don't care. They're doing the same thing that you accusing these people of doing. And we can't even get that right. But we want to blame just this one group of people that's doing all these things here, as they will say in our country, which is not true. They're all not bad. We got to get all the criminals out and we got to lock them all up. Well, sure, if we got to lock up all the criminals to get all the criminals out, then I think the man that's up there in the high office shouldn't be there because he won too.
But see, this is where you draw your faith. I'm telling you, what Cassandra said was right. This is a test of our faith right here, because we all know that there came a time where all you said, how does it go? Cassandra, is it faith? But that worked. You have to put the work in now. Now it is time for us to put that work in. We have to put the work in. Mm-hmm. We have to show the Most High how much we are holding on to him. And that we believe and we know that when it's all said and done, whatever is going on, we may be affected by it, but we're not going to suffer from it. That's what we have to realize, that we are not going to suffer. And we have to now start ministering to others and letting them know. All you have to do is just hold on. Because I just believe that a lot of people mentally will not be strong enough to survive what's going on. But if they knew about our Lord and Savior, they would know, like, oh no, you will be good. You will be good. You're going to go through something. And this is the reason why I say, love your neighbor. If you have any animosity, any hatred, any unforgiveness towards someone, you will need that person. See, and I believe this is the way, God's way of saying also is, let me see how well you're going to get along with your neighbor. Let me see how well you are going to get along with that family member. We are now put in a position that we have to depend on him, and we have to depend on one another. We are going to have to depend on each other. We are going to have to continue to just stay prayed up. We're going to have to continue to just, do that, knock on the door, that visit. Hey, I'm just stopping by to see how you're doing, and don't come empty-handed. If you know that somebody have children in their homes and you know that the cuts affected them, don't wait for them to go to a food closet again. If you are put in a position and he has blessed you, see, now it's your test as well. So now if he say, I'm going to replenish your pockets and I'm going to add unto you, he wants to sit back and see what you're going to do with it. I blessed you, so why are you not sharing them blessings with the people around you? Because see, right now, everybody was in the selfish mode. Me, I. But also what you have to keep in mind is that you have some people, when they see your heart and they see how you move it, they, just like the people that we are complaining about, will take advantage of you. They will sit there and take your kindness and your love for granted.
Well, I just want to say, I would never take no one's kindness for granted. But I also want to say, old pudding pop, I'm coming with a dozen eggs. I'll be seeing you soon. I'm not coming empty-handed. I'm bringing the eggs. So I'm supplying some breakfast, and you just supply the other end. And this is how we sit down and give each other in the village.
Just imagine that somebody is coming to you and they knock on your door and they're talking about something. Hey, look, I got the eggs. Do you have the bacon, the potatoes,
Hey, it's kind of, but that's what you preach, sis. It's kind of like the church said, come as you are, bring what you can. So if I can bring some eggs, I'm bringing what I can. I don't care if it's eggs. I don't care if I bring a loaf of bread. I'm bringing what I can. I'm bringing what I can, and we're going to put it together, and we're going to make something happen. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Public service announcement again. No one is to be looking for anything from January 31st until May 1st. Do not look for anything.
Look, you ain't got to look for, but we just said the sister just preached how we got to help each other because time's gonna be hard. And if you see ones that need help, help. I'm saying I'll bring the eggs. I'll bring the eggs. If you don't want no eggs, well, I won't bring no eggs. I'll bring milk. If you don't want no milk, I will bring one thing because that's what I could afford in my package. Now I ain't said I was gonna bring a rooster. That's different. I said I was gonna bring a rooster or something. I ain't said I was gonna do that.
Somebody come.
All go back in the days when we swap, and people turn around here, if you feed me, you know what I mean, I'll give you a pig or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's really coming back to that. And let me tell you something. And those were the good old days because the kids ate in a different place. You know what I mean? The kids were eating, the adults was eating, and everybody made sure that everybody was good.
Yep.
And like on good times, they even threw rent parties. You know what I mean? And so when it's
we used to do that back in New York and the Bronx. You used to throw rent parties.
Right. And so you make sure that your kids keep their clothes together and clean and and keep it so that you can hand it down to the next. We're gonna have to come back to the times that we are relying on one another.
Yep.
We are relying on one another. And so, and there's nothing wrong with those times. It's just that now, like, we kind of knew as a whole nation that there would be a shakeup and that a shakeup was coming. And so now that it's here, there's no need to run in fear. No. You don't need to be afraid. And the ones that don't know the Most High, don't know the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, tell them about it. Preach the good news about the kingdom. Hey, you only going to go through this for a spell.
Yeah.
Just hold on. And if you told me, I need to be there for you.
Back in the day when people would have no heat, they bundle up together to keep warm. You make sure that person don't freeze. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. Back in the day when you ain't had no heat, you knew how to turn that oven on until we just came up with these low-end ovens that when you turned it on for 3 days straight, it just suddenly stopped working. Hey, the survival skills will come back. Let me tell you something. Anyone born in our day and time, we are survivors.
Oh, I remember the days when there was no heat. You turn that stove on and heat up the whole house, the oven. What? You turn that, what, man?
It is the new one that's going to suffer some. But like I said, when it's all said and done, we just have to be there for each other more. We need to communicate a little better. We need to bring our village back. We need to,
we need to also reach out to each other spiritually, mentally, and also physically. Because here's the thing: there's a lot of people that cannot deal with what's going on and need someone to speak to. That's why we here. That's why we tell you join us on here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
financially and all. Don't forget you said we may have to start doling out these things to different people. Hey, you know what? And I'm not going to even keep on sweating you about some stars. But the ones that can send stars, you send stars. The ones that can do super things, you do the super things. Because when it's all said and done, what the Father bless you with is what you would have to turn around and use for someone else's benefit and not for your own.
That's right.
And that's real talk right there.
That's right.
That is just real talk.
That's right. So I hope you're listening to us out here. And do I say to our village family, I hope you're listening. See, when you're blessed, you get to bless others. Like pudding pie. When you bless with those pies, you got to give some back on this way. You got to share in the pies. You just can't make a pie and keep the pie. You got to share the pie.
You said don't freeze it and wait for the next holiday. I got the milk. Why can't I get a pie?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. You got to share in it. We are a village. We are here for each other. Each other.
Yes. Cassandra said people today are not strong-minded like, well, yeah, back in the day, we knew how to survive. That's the one thing we did know. You know, and the crazy part about it is that, you know, some of us, we know how to survive. We know how to take some black eyed peas and some beans and throw a couple of potatoes in because our ancestors did it.
Yeah.
And they just threw a little piece of meat up in there, and next thing you know, we don't fed 10 people.
And here's the thing: we are blessed right now.
Sweet Lips, you got to come to New York to get these pies.
Survived for many years. That's what got us where we are now. All those blessings and the times that when times was hard and we used to give those prayers and say, hey, you know, Lord, if you do this for me, and if I had this, I would just look where we are now. All of us, because we've been struggling back then. I mean, we all, especially for those that came from New York, like all of us, look what we are now. So we're blessed. We're blessed.
Yeah, we know how. We know how. But what you want, Mama? What do you want? Huh? You better not knock nothing down. Go around the other way, silly dog. But anyway, Sweet Lips got to come to New York to get the pies. Pudding Pop, Lammy Poo Poo. Let me tell you right now, Sweet Lips cannot fly. You're going to have to. I'm just trying to get these dogs away from me before they just.
Let me put it this way. I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, they cannot come to me. He cannot come to New York. You're gonna have to overnight that because it's cheaper to overnight than to fly. Because I hate for him to take the flight and then all of a sudden the pilots can't fly no more. Then he's stuck back in New York. I mean, he's from New York. He'll find.
Oh yeah, I've survived New York. But here's what I want to say. I want to say, you know, instead of Sweet Lips and the gang coming to New York, come on out here and get away from New York. Come on out here with our family. Me and the sister bless you very well. We will have a ball, and boy, we'll send you back happy and happy and happy, happy and gay. And trust me, we will have a ball. You come on out here. We'll give you the routine. We'll give you some blessings. The sister throw something on that stove. Everything be all
do that to me.
Oh.
Excuse me, y'all. You know, I'm licking them up and saying, you know, y'all about to see something. Hey, stop talking back. Anyway, back to this.
I ain't afraid of flying. I ain't afraid of flying. Sweet Lips ain't afraid of nothing.
It's okay. He's not. We're gonna see. We're gonna see where we're at. We're gonna see where we're at. You know what I mean? And you know, who knows?
Sweet Lips are never scared of flying. I'm gonna tell you what Sweet Lips is afraid of. I'm afraid of a germ people. I have a phobic of certain things. I don't like crowds. I don't like people breathing on my neck.
What are you eating?
Lord.
Be easy with me.
I am a very, very cleansy person. I don't like germs. I have a phobic of just. I don't mind getting on a plane, but I gotta have an aisle seat so I can get away from dusty people when I want to go to. I can just get up and get a run and go without that I do. But I'll fly. Trust me, I'll fly. Because you know what? I asked the Lord. I'm gonna tell y'all, people, Sweet Lips asked the Lord for a blessing. I would like to take a trip back to New York. I really, truly would. I would like to go back to New York and visit. Now, Sweet Lips ain't say he gonna stay long. You may see me, but that same night I'm back on the plane. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, and he's known for that.
You see me now. I'm gone later on that night.
He's known for that.
I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. No. You only got a couple of hours of Sweet Lips in New York. Oh, no. Oh. I knock on my mama door and I say, hi, mama, and then give her a kiss and she turn around, I'm gone. Like ghost. Woof, woof, he's gone.
Let me read this real quick so we can be right when we start back, put your kids in the same boat. Let me get to this, okay? If you have more than one child, one of the handiest words for preventing sibling rivalry, good kid, bad kid combinations, and hurt feelings in this word, kids. Quite often, adults get in the habit of picking on one kid instead of using the term kids and putting everyone in the same boat. It is difficult to really know who started it. You may see your older child hitting his younger brother, but you didn't see what the younger sibling did to provoke his older brother. Remember how that was back in the day? That's what you did. That's what you did. Yep. You can go and and I was really good for this too, and I don't really know how to do it well. So you go inside and you start a fight, and then you come and sit down like you never did anything, and then the next thing you know, whoever you started it with come and then push you or shove you. All that parents see is that person shoving you. They didn't see what happened in the back.
Yep.
Oh, I was just really good at that. Anyways, so instead of trying to figure out who starts a fight, try kids. If you want to continue fighting, please take the fight outside or to another room. If the kids are fighting over who sits in front of the who sits in the front seat of the car, how about kids? No one can sit in the front seat until you kids have figured out a plan for sharing the seat. Please work out a plan for sharing the seat. Figure out a plan. No, please work out the details on your own time. You see that? So they're telling we are to allow the kids to work it out on their own time. But I don't agree with please take the fight outside or into another room. Like, you're not taking no fight outside because we're not doing no fighting. Like, I don't agree with that part. Now, if your children respond with, that's not fair, I wasn't doing anything wrong, or mom, it was Tom, not me, simply say, I'm not interested in finding fault or pointing fingers, but on getting the problem remedied. I'm happy to sit down with all of you while you work it out, if that would help. And then to me, okay, now I got the topic that we were on. Put your kids in the same boat. Okay, I'm going to say that kind of makes sense to me, but I just don't agree with the taking in another room to fight. Because, back inside in my day, that if you took that fight to another room, whoever was in charge, your mama was coming in that room and everybody was getting it.
Yep.
But see how we just say no more of that, no more of that, no more of that. It is Sledge here and my little brother Sweet Lips. Thank you, Cassandra, for joining us. It's just a pleasure really having your feedback on everything. And we really, really, truly appreciate your presence on our line. So we thank you. Stop trying to get things. I'm watching you. It's like, you better get away from my little tea shop over there, dog. But we thank you. Mama, say bye. Say bye-bye. Come here.
Yeah,
don't
thank you.
Don't talk in my face.
Much love.
Bye-bye.
Keep joining us.
See you later. Say
Keep
mama.
listening to us.
Say,
And
I
anything
don't know
we
where
can
you're
do
going. Say, but
that
you
would
gotta
show
get
y'all
out
the
of
blessings, please let us be known, because we enjoy having y'all with us. We
Yes.
enjoy having y'all spend time with us. And I just want to say this again, and I'm going to keep saying this. Old Puddin' Pop, you keep on joining us. You bring joy to us, and it's just good having you here. It really, truly is. You are part of our village. You're part of our village. You only 2 huts down, but you in the village. You in the village. We can see you. You just a neighbor right there, 2 huts down. You know what I mean? But we got you, Sugar Pop. We got you. I'm just saying. We got you.
Look at here. With that being said, we thank you. And I don't know where you're going, but you got to get out of here.